So basically, Pro Tools music from an iOS musician, a submitter from Zion Manifestation. We're going to go to submitter network and see how much people are watching submitter. Submitter not higher. Not higher. Yes. You be sure we got too much backlog. Got a big catalog. Yes, yeah. Layla Gatsby's, we had that on the other night, and it was a good album, mashallah. One of the latest albums, a reflection. And the first album I did was on Into a Beatmaker 1, Reflections, Retro, and second album on Wizard Music, third album. The three albums I did on Beatmaker 1. And Layla Gatsby's was just the last album I did in 2020, after 10 years. It was the same way, same method of approach, just 16 parts, with an extensive collection of samples to work with. It worked out all right. Um, it was okay. It was okay. It got better. Some outstanding tracks in that one. Then a track album we did before that. Put back one thing, pick up another. Now pack one thing, pick up another. It's got a lot of essences from back in the town when we were smoking a lot of weed. Lolly weed and that, and giving cats some weed in the garden, and giving some beautiful essences, sending a happy ever after part of the land to the garden, and the cats just have a bit of weed, and they used to enjoy that, and plants just have a bit of weed, and the animals, and the birds, and that was nice. That was really nice, mashallah. So this album, Pack One Thing, Pick Up Another, is about observing contact prayers, doing ice core cubes, and packing one thing, picking up another, waiting for contact prayers, and vaping away, and waiting for the next salah so you make it on time, and trying to declutterify your life, and try and make it simplify your life into revolving around contact prayers, doing wudu, having fresh meals, doing humble submissions, and reading Quran every day, and listening to music and just relaxing and listening to music, making music, and always something to do, and build a little inventory, a little departure lounge, design departure lounge or ground room with all the gifts from observing contact prayers that you get. Because Al Fatiha is a gift to remember Allah by. Just like in Christmas, they have a festive to remember the birthday of Isa. But what happens is to give gifts on that day. But gifts in Islam, though, they don't have Christmas, they have Laylatul Qadr. And what they do instead is prepare for Laylatul Qadr and build an inventory and little sanctuaries, because big auditorium halls or masjid halls would be very hard to witness in Laylatul Qadr, where it gets space cold and that, and you need light to stay warm, and little sanctuaries are what everyone's looking for in the space cold temperature. Lights, they're looking for lights to stay warm, and because night becomes perpetual, and when it gets night, it's really cold, doesn't it? At night time, it gets cold. Just think if there's no sun for a few nights, how cold that's gonna get us. And when that happens, is we need lights to stay warm, because that's the only thing. We desire light. When there's no light, then we desire light. So inshallah, prepare for Al Dahan and get yourself some low fan lights, and they do some really good deals. Lava lamps are really good in space in storm, smoke storms, and meat tracks landing, and we end up in space cold temperatures. Inshallah, Allahu Akbar. Hello, how is you? So this album's called Pack One Thing, Pick Up Another. Hopefully you all get blocked and listen and Smell channel on YouTube. Hey, Smitter from 2019, can't think because of another album. Let me turn the volume up. This is a lo-fi production recording. Mashallah, just so that put that bread, 10 years of practice. Put the dog in there. Say words, then you pick up another. Mashallah, relax on that bed. When you make bread down, so long and gentle practice. Say the word, speak your love, and call the light. Make magic back, get back. One thing, that's the word, each heart, what's in it. Philosophers ask, is God created nothing could acquire it, and submit is now witness la ilaha illallah. Something the retribution of Allah gives them the action militant, something the salvation of Allah gives them an actually kind. Either Halloween stories, spiders and markers, and corrupted evil abductors, or smoke these story body masks and submit to this monkey business. Yeah, baby. Day by day, something like lava lamps, inshallah. Bargain whip selling lava lamps, inshallah. Really affordable prices instead of replacing the bulb, because the bulb got lost again. You just replace lava lamp, it's that easy. Just like vaporizers. Vaporizers, the coils are nice too. You can get packs of 3 or packs of 5 coils for the price of a vaporizer. Or you can just buy a new vaporizer. They give you a coil, a any coil, a branded cable, and a booklet to look at. You need booklets too, because there's a reason for that. I've written it down in timelines. Alright, anyway, let's listen to the track.
Estimate is official eyes paid. By side stroke oats, dots, survival, pain, getting high, need light to stay warm in the summer. Estimate a body mind, need light to stay warm in the smoke, so Christmas lights. First to give an in-depth analysis of night destiny phenomenon found in the Africa. I said you need light to stay warm in the smoke storm. Remember someone like it felt to me. One thing also you must consider is Noah's Ark and Noah's flood was flood, possibly meteorite. That's one of the main prophecies of the Quran, massive ones in the sky. In my life and situation at present, I find you need lights to stay warm in the case of a smoke storm from outer space. You know how cold it is in outer space, you cannot imagine. If a meteorite fell on Earth, then it would be cold and paying back painfully. Many other things to worry about. I have a spinal injury, but I have been a Smith since 2007. Mashallah, my Lord has guided me, and I feel to be a messenger to announce this time. As the prophecy has been fulfilled on knowledge of when it would happen is with Allah. However, we are certain to expect it. I need a cream for a jockey. Had it happened last night, I would have been unprepared. So I'm ordered 2 cream on eBay. Let's change the subject later. I'd like to tell you how to prepare for Laylatul Qadr. Night of Power is mentioned in Surah of the Khan, meaning the smoke. The prophecy of Mithra only are told in many ways that it is paying for retribution, so therefore it would necessitate certain things to survive. The contact praise preparers for the prophecy of the smoke, with the robotic moves like bowing and standing, like prostrating twice, to recite words of Allah, redeeming and enlightening. Fasting prepares us for the prophecy of the smoke, realizing our body's strength and weaknesses against fatigue and hunger. And then if Mithra fell, was sent shockwaves, which may not be below the waistline, and just like that, your back is gone, and you can only move a step or two. And to prepare for the dark side of pain, which can happen in any minute, especially for me in particular, who has had 2 surgeries to the spine. But inshallah, Allah has blessed me and guided me, and inshallah, I will be among the witnesses of the truth of the Quranic prophecy of smoke. And then be message my belief and faith in Allah, that it is the truth, praise be to Allah. Need light to stay warm in the smoke. Some need a big stereo system to play the shit from your home. Allah, Allah, will save us, it. 2 will keep them busy. You need to cook like bite-sized chicken-sized meals. Therefore, cereal bars while packed can last a while, last for ages, and are needed for air and crunch to weed and sweets. Snacks on the go to relieve back pain from each chocolate and frequencies above the waistline. There's some snacks on the go. Need to keep stored away now, or else it will ruin the pot. All of them taste like weeds and sweets. They got cereal bars, crunchy nut cornflakes, and some baked pies, and extra cereal too, and a small pot. Cooked about 10 or 15 smacks to go. These cereal bars, what you can only just manage with a sore back pain, unfeeling space, cold. You need lights to stay warm in a smoke storm. You need a big system to clear the shit from your home. Asthma, official artist, but bite-sized store, survival, pain, and getting high. You need light to stay warm in a smoke storm. You need lava lamps to keep you warm and help with time lapse. Submit official artist page, bite-side survival pain, getting high. Submit.com, bite-size dash store. Bowing and standing in this main part of Salah. Provisions box for preparing to fast for the month of Ramadan. All will admit low light, low down, and final 9 day to each charge. Provisions now for keep the movement alive during a small storm. Provisions box for preparing to fast for the month of Ramadan. I have been practicing submission for the past 10 years or more, and after 10 years of fasting a month before dawn to sunset every day for a month, if the days are too long, I can get up for chicken-sized meals, and when I feel really tired and hungry at meals then. See how I'm living chicken-sized meals, especially with the back into your neighborhood to go to do at the time. So far, my provisions for Ramadan Laylatul Qadr, don't need to store your cooking pot seashells in the container. You need mouthwash, tissue, toilet paper, like gas food refill, chocolates and cereal bars, bottles of chocolate milkshake, best bottles at hand, bag of hemp. Balancing is the main part of life. Practice Salah in times of trouble. It will help you in times of need. Electrolyte water is perfect for suicide tendencies. Electrolyte water can be used to need light in the smoke storm. Low found lights will keep you warm. Lava lamp can save a whole city too. You can keep everything busy. Need light in the smoke storm. Need Scandine and minipause and big base station clear the storm from your home and never more. Teleporter tube light. If you're filled with water, can be a vital source for pure water in time of storm, smoke storm. Like to stay warm in the smokes. 90 centimeter to 120 centimeter color changing LED bubble fish lamp tube tower sensing mode light. Like to stay warm in the smokes. Like to stay warm in the smokes. Need a big stereo base station to play the shit from your home. Lava lamp will say.